Hello guys, it's Chandler, and here's my picks for UFC 292. So for number one, we got Marlon Vera. Ooh. Winning the first fight against Pedro Munoz. I just don't see Pedro. I mean, I can see him winning it because with O'Malley and Dominic Cruz, he did very well. I would say, like, against O'Malley, he was consistently landing the leg kicks and doing what he needed to do to win. But against Marlon Vera is a smart fighter, and he will find his way. But from what we've seen, the way you have to beat Vera is just put his fire out right away. What Sandhagen did was just put his fire out right away. Wrestled, took control, did all that he needed to do. But I see Vera pulling it out. I just don't see necessarily Munoz winning this because Cheeto is smart. It just depends how Pedro starts this, but I just see Vera winning. Number two on the list, I got Ian Garry winning against Neil Magny. I just don't see it happening. I can see Ian losing, especially with this being, I think, his first ranked fight. I think he is ranked number 13, if I believe. I think he's ranked in that division, but I don't know for sure. But I just like Neil Magny, dog. I don't know. Neil Magny's like a solid fighter, but I'm pretty sure he's like the test. You know what I mean? To see like if you're ready to head up the division or if you still need work. Because there's some people in different divisions that are like that. I just see Ian using his striking very well. And Ian, I don't think he has, from what I've seen so far, I don't think he has terrible wrestling defense. But like I said, we're going to find that out, I think, with this fight. This like main event's actually really good. Next one, Weili. I just don't see Weili losing in that division. I think she's the best fighter in her division. But then again, you had Valentina Shevchenko, which I did not see losing, and then Alex Grasso just mauled Valentina Shevchenko, but I got Weili, sorry. And then for the main, I have Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley. I see Sean O'Malley winning because he's rocked every guy he's fought. That's something that most people don't do. And a lot of people compare Corey Sandhagen and Sean O'Malley in this fight. They say that it's probably going to go the same way. But the reason why I don't think it's going to go the same way is Sean O'Malley's actually smart with his defenses. I mean, look what he did against Jan. When Jan took him down, he didn't give his back. He stayed and he got taken down. But he fought up smartly, and he used his turtle defense and stuff like that, and almost threw up some triangles and stuff like that. He was doing well on the ground. In fact, he has an underrated ground game in my opinion, but we just don't got no one to test his ground game, except for Jan. And Jan was able to get the takedowns, yes. But here's the thing: if the criteria is done by damage, and I think O'Malley won his last fight, Jan was definitely way more damaged than O'Malley. And on top of that, when I say he did nothing with the takedowns, I mean. So when you take someone down, it's all about control. And while he had control time, he didn't necessarily control O'Malley. He just took him down. He didn't do any punishment on the ground. He didn't boom, boom, boom. He didn't do that to O'Malley. He more or less was just trying to rack up that time to maybe win. Kind of I guess point fight if you will, but he didn't really damage O'Malley on the ground. So in an instance, you know what I mean, if you're taking someone down, but when you're up, they're beating you up. I gave it to O'Malley for that reason, because especially with the first round, I think O'Malley won, and the third round, I think O'Malley won. But they're all close rounds, and round two was definitely for Jan. It's just numbers also don't tell you everything, and I just think that with Aljo, he's since he's a lot taller than Aljo, I think he can do it. But I think they have a similar reach. I think Aljo actually has a bigger reach than O'Malley. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just see O'Malley finding his target and maybe sparking him, because we've seen Marlon Moraes do it, but at the same time, it's not like a really recent fight where it happened 2 years ago and no, it's still there. No, I think his chin is good. I just don't know. I think O'Malley can do it. I think he has very underrated defense, and also a lot of people don't realize that O'Malley, if he's against the cage, from what we've seen so far, he doesn't give his back. He's defending with his back on the cage. So Aljo, I think, is going to have a little difficult time, and I think what Aljo's going to succeed at is I think he's going to take him down, yes, but I think he's also going to have a hard time getting to that back, so he's going to have to find another submission. And O'Malley's coaches are grappler, like are great grapplers from what I've known. They're great grapplers, so I can see this being a smart fight for O'Malley. I don't see O'Malley necessarily getting hurt from Aljo strikes, and like it's always these fights where like you're always like, oh, this fighter's gonna get destroyed. Like, for example, Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards, because people said that Leon did not have any type of wrestling to beat Kamaru, because Kamaru was just gonna wrestle his way, like booty touch him, check his oil, and Leon knocked him out with a head kick. And then in the third fight showed that, hey, y'all capping. So that's my picks for UFC 292. Let me know your guys in the comments. And here soon, I'm going to react to some sparring footage. Right now, I'm going to do me and my homies, because that's what I got. But I'd love for you to send your sparring footage to my Twitter. To my Instagram. One of the two. I'd love to see it. Peace out, everybody. Have fun.